65 years old, no money, no backup plan, and a dream that almost felt impossible. Most people at 65 slow down. They retire. They accept what life gave them. But one man refused. His name was Harland Sanders, and his story is not about success. It's about refusal. Refusal to quit. Refusal to accept defeat. Refusal to let life decide when he was done. Because the truth is, his life didn't just start hard. It stayed hard. At just 6 years old, his father died, and suddenly, a child had to grow up. He learned to cook, not as a passion, but to survive, to feed his family. By 16, he dropped out of school. Life didn't give him a choice. He worked everywhere he could. A farmhand, a streetcar conductor, a railroad worker, job after job, trying to find something that would finally work. But nothing did. At one point, he became a lawyer. Sounds impressive, right? Until you realize he lost that job too, after a fight with his own client. That was his life. Failure on repeat. Every time he tried to move forward, life pushed him back. Most people would have stopped trying, but he didn't. Then, something small happened. He started cooking, not in a big restaurant, not with investors, but in a small roadside gas station in Kentucky. He cooked for travelers. Simple meals, hot food, and one thing stood out: fried chicken. There was nothing fancy about it, but there was something unforgettable. Word spread. Slowly, quietly, people came back again and again. For the first time in his life, something was working. He turned that small kitchen into a restaurant, built it from nothing, and just when it felt like life was finally giving him a chance, everything collapsed. A new highway was built. Traffic disappeared. Customers vanished. His restaurant died. Everything he built, gone. Most people would have stopped there. But at 65, he made the boldest decision of his life. He decided to start over. No money, no business, no safety net, just a recipe and belief. He didn't rebuild a restaurant. He took his recipe and went out to sell it. Door to door, restaurant to restaurant. Use my chicken recipe, and if it sells, just give me a small cut. Simple idea, but reality? Brutal. No, not interested. Too risky. Too old. This won't work. Rejection after rejection. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. Every door closed. Over and over again, he heard the same answer. No, yeah. Most people stop early, not because they can't succeed, but because rejection breaks them. But he didn't stop, because by then, it wasn't just about success. It was about proving his life wasn't over. Then one day, after endless rejections, something changed. One restaurant owner said yes, just one. They tried his recipe, and something incredible happened. Customers loved it. They came back again and again. That one yes became two. Two became five. Five became 10. And suddenly, the same idea that everyone rejected became unstoppable. Restaurants started lining up. His recipe spread across cities, then across the country. And the man, who had nothing at 65, built one of the most recognizable food brands in the world. KFC today His chicken is served in over 100 countries. Millions of people eat that same recipe every day. But what they don't see is the journey behind it. The failures, the rejection, the moments where quitting felt easier than continuing. Here's the truth. Success is not about talent. It's not about timing. And it's definitely not about age. It's about one thing: endurance. How many times can you hear no and still keep going? Because in the end, you don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need one moment, one opportunity, one person to say yes. So if you feel like giving up, if it feels like nothing is working, remember this: you might just be one yes away